Oh my.
Hey, hey, hey. Um, Welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Hold on, I gotta fix that echo. I always forget. There we go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We started a little early. Hey, Nanette, welcome in. Welcome in. We have a guest in the house already in the basement. Welcome, Echo Cero.
What do you mean fix the echo? What, you don't really have any kids or something?
I, I, I meant like I had the echo in my headphones.
I know, but with the name Echo, I get a chance at jokes.
Yeah, I was looking. I was out. No, I was online shopping. I don't know what for, but there were so many things that had echo in the title. I was like, I should just like collect a whole bunch of echo stuff and send it out to you.
It's called the Echo family.
Okay,
We're a great big family. We're a lot bigger than you would realize.
that's funny. Rob's Vintage Video, welcome in. Hello.
Hey, Rob and Nan.
Uh, so I'm gonna do a little shameless promotion first to get started, just to get it out of the way. And I do it not to brag. I do it as is. I think it's a misunderstood thing. Like I do it. My intent is to motivate other people so that they can also achieve these numbers, and also as a thank you for everybody that's helped me get these things. But as you know, you were in the live stream with me last night. But this weekend, between the Wrestlemania live streams, and I still have that one viral short that's going crazy, but we're over 5,000 subscribers and 3 million views for the channel lifetime, which just fantastic. It's way more than I expected. uh, so very thrilled about that. Very exciting. It doesn't help all my everyday videos. Those still only get the same 20 views or whatever, but in general, it's just kind of nice to see the numbers so big.
Oh, yeah. And those were incredible numbers last night.
Yeah, so last night's WrestleMania Night 2 stream, I did, we got interrupted twice for copyright. And the way YouTube does it now, and I like it, it took me off guard, so I panicked a little bit. But what they do is they just pause your live stream. They don't take the live stream down while you're currently live. They just pause during the time that the algorithm is picking up the copyrighted material. And then as soon as that's over, it puts you back up. So the first time I panicked, the second time I realized what was going on. But what it did do, and I really think it was because I had the better camera angle on my TV, and it looked great for everybody to watch, but it just helped it pick up. And I think the Pope's Exorcist material is what got me dinged a little bit. So, because I did have four copyrights that I had to trim out of that stream for it to go back public because it was blocked worldwide by Sony. So I don't know, but when I looked at my copyrights, they tell you the little timestamps for the times. They were only like these 1 minute blocks, but one of them that I clicked to trim out, I'm thinking, okay, I'm only going to lose 4 minutes out of this 5.5 hour stream. That's not so bad. No, one of them cut 4 hours out of the show. So it's available to watch, but it's only an hour and something minutes long. So I'll have to watch it later to see. But I mean, a live stream like that is more about the in the moment, right during the actual live stream. That's when everything happens. So over 46,000 views. Um, there was 6,465 chats. So,
Yeah,
so
I am watching Tweeto. Triple H says WWE's going nowheres. Looks like we're gonna get Cody and Brock versus Reigns and Solo, and Theory is messing with Ray.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I did watch a little bit of the after show breakdown, whatever that. What are they calling that? The press conference.
Yeah,
I did after we went off stream. I turned the volume on for that, and I did listen to Triple H's part, and he was already feeling the heat for not having Cody win.
yeah. Oh yeah,
But he said, he goes, look, Cody just came back from his injury. Just because he lost tonight doesn't mean he is done. Like that story needs to build.
yeah,
It's like, why would we? That's like flip. He said some analogy that really made sense. It was like, why would you flip to the end of the book and read the ending without reading all the chapters in the story? He goes, there's still more story to tell,
yeah.
and it really was.
I,
If go ahead.
I just wish that because the way they've been booking Reigns for a while now is that the Bloodline comes out, interferes.
Mm-hmm.
It's they were doing the same thing with Judgment Day. They come out and interfere. When you repeatedly do that, it gets boring and frustrating. It's like, can't you just do something a little bit different?
Yeah,
That's all I'm
that's
really asking for. Even if he wins, please let it be different.
yeah, and give him a straight victory without outside interference, maybe. So we'll see where that storyline goes.
My favorite match so far, his title match, that match he had with Brock, because Brock used that freaking backhoe or whatever, and he lifted the ring. I've been
Oh
watching,
yeah,
like, my jaw dropped, like,
yeah,
oh my God.
that was fun. That definitely was a fun one. Um, but yeah, none of these guys are in chat yet, or at least I'm not sure if they are. If they're listening, I want to thank all of you guys that were on panel, and also, so we had Echo was on, Mr. Bones was on panel, Hobbs Horror was on panel, and Internet Kaiju last night, Casey, he actually became a pretty important assist
Yeah.
there in the chat because that chat got a little crazy for a little bit. For the most part, everybody was good. There was just a few people that spammed a little bit, so it wasn't out of control.
We keep Bones in the basement every now and then. We let him out. I don't know if is he we keeping him in the basement, caged up for a while.
I don't know. Well, I didn't really talk up that I was going to go live tonight, and I didn't schedule it until this afternoon because I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel health wise. And then after streaming, we literally streamed for about 11 hours total Saturday and
Oh,
Sunday
between both, wow,
because those were both over 5 hours each.
wow. That's
James, thank you for coming in.
that's actually insane.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, but I did get like 6 hours of sleep, which is more than I normally get on my days off. And I woke up this morning. I had to clean my whole little studio here because of all of the.
How
Yeah,
was that pizza though?
what's that? Oh, the pizza was good actually.
What
Uh,
is your take on them now having new owners?
yeah, so 21 billion sell. And then, like you sent me the message that they're doing their whole first hour of Raw tonight without any
Yeah.
commercials.
And people are like, UFC owns them. It's like, no, 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 no. It's Endeavor. The company that owns UFC owns them. And
Right,
that's
right.
like 51%, and the shareholders will own 49%.
Yeah. I think that's a good company to have it. I think they'll go back to being a little bit more extreme. I think night two of WrestleMania was a lot more physical than night one was. Like
Yeah,
we were all commenting, night one, it seemed like a lot of people were pulling their punches. A lot of things looked a little too scripted, where a lot of
yeah.
their moves were telegraphed. And I think
And
the
we had that
second night,
bad that scary botch.
yeah,
Um,
with
and I guess I reported that Shane did tear something in his leg.
I saw that too. I didn't see any updates on Charlotte Flair, but she's
The
and
way she, yeah, the way she
yeah,
landed on her face. Ugh.
that was pretty brutal. Um, so yeah, I am. So Hobbs and Bones, they might be listening, or they're doing whatever. Hobbs may be working late, but so I have some concept art. Are you familiar with that term?
Yeah.
Okay, so I put my request in for May 6th off, Saturday, May 6th, which is the date of Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. I think we would be stupid, or me, or whoever, we would be stupid not to try to replicate the WrestleMania live stream. I don't think we'll pull 3,000 for Backlash, but we should
No,
definitely,
with WrestleMania, was Mania being the biggest show they do every year.
yeah,
I mean, for the bigger pay per views like Rumble or SummerSlam or Survivor Series, you're gonna
yeah.
pull numbers, but not as much as WrestleMania.
Depending on what the lineup ends up being, we'll see. We don't know what any of the matches are yet. Maybe we'll, after Raw tonight, maybe some matches will be announced. So I have two thumbnails already created for the Backlash. I get
Oh.
kind of antsy and creative, and I just have to like do a thumbnail to kind of get it out of my system. So this is thumbnail number one. So it's pretty basic. Uh, and then we've got thumbnail number two. Did you get to see them
I
both?
no, I didn't see them.
Okay. Are you looking at? Let me know if you can see it.
Is it, I'm looking
Right
at the
up.
stream and the stream and not seeing anything other than us.
I'm looking at the stream and I see it.
Oh, then for some reason it's not.
Wheelie Turtles is saying, yeah, day two had a lot of injuries, and number two looks more inviting. Number two is the one with Roman Reigns on the front. That's the one I'm drawn to the most as well. I think Wheelie Turtles is correct.
Well, I've been hearing they have another cousin who has been training.
Oh,
Umaga's son. I forget who he's. He might be training down there with Booker T. I'm not sure. So they're
uh,
training him.
Hobbs Horror is here. He's just exhausted.
Uh-oh. Boner alert.
Haven't heard that in a while. Hobbs, thank you for your participation, and I look forward to hopefully having as much fun for Backlash. We're gonna get that figured out. I think worst case scenario, I think that my point system for absences will allow me to, if I have to, I'll call in. I'm hoping to get a legit um, day off. So let me look. You ended up tying for second place on our predictions. Did you have any match that was like particularly stand out ish as being a surprise?
I know the main event because I really wanted Cody because that the Snoop one was a bit surprising because of Shane's injury.
Hmm.
Um, Oscar losing because I thought they were really going to be doing something with her, but it.
Yeah, she actually, because I rewatched today this morning. the show, because doing the stream, I was kind of paying a lot of attention to chat and you guys, and I was wearing the makeup, so I had a lot of distractions, so I wasn't unfortunately watching it as much as normal. Um, I Let me get your thoughts on when, yeah, wheelie turtle. That's literally what I was just gonna say. So the way Snoop improvised that and did the whole rock stuff, for a quick minute, I thought maybe that was a plan
Yeah,
because
it looks like
it
it.
felt really seamless, but also the camera work was decent enough that Snoop was on the outside enough that he probably was getting some direction from one of the ring side handlers, like a ref or somebody, was giving him you gotta go out there and do something. And the Miz was the one that really looked confused as well.
Yeah,
um,
they had the call. I think they call it calling an audible.
yeah, it's definitely an audible. But yeah, I was actually Snoop pulled that off so well that I was somewhat confused.
Oh, it looks like Judgment Day beat up Bad Bunny.
Really. So I was thinking Bad Bunny might have a beef go with Dominic. Actually, I thought that might be the direction. Um, oh well, I guess that would be Judgment Day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Dom confronted him, and his buddy Damian Priest chokeslammed him through the announcers table.
So what are you watching it on?
I'm checking in on Twitter.
Oh,
So
okay. You're getting the tweets. The tweets. Okay,
I got the Twitter page open, and
I got you. Okay. Yeah. So I thought that was good. I think they'll build, like what you just pointed out on Twitter. I think they'll build Dominic versus Bad Bunny. Um, I think this is going to be a real good venue, Puerto Rico. They haven't been there in 18 years. Definitely a lot of fans in Puerto Rico. I think that's going to do a lot for the community too, having WWE there because when WWE comes for a pay per view now, it's not like it used to be. It's a multiple day thing because you have, so what they'll end up having is SmackDown in Puerto Rico and then the pay per view, because it's on Saturday, instead of having the pay per view on Sunday and then Raw would be there. But Raw could end up being there as well. I mean, they could have the whole weekend, and then we just have every single WWE superstar fly in, because who would pass up that chance to go?
Oh yeah.
That
Also take in mind that the WWE outside of Canada doesn't really do international pay-per-views. It's very rare.
Yeah.
And even then, it's usually the UK. So to do Puerto Rico, I know I've seen a few people upset that they chose Puerto Rico, but whatever.
Well, I mean, it's only 1 out of 12 pay-per-views, or like 14.
It's probably because they can't go.
Well, yeah, whatever.
People feel like they should do the pay-per-views here. It's an international company.
Yeah, it's
to be international. Let's do stuff out of the country.
I think WWE is bigger than just the U.S. and they know that. They wouldn't be doing Crown Jewel. They wouldn't be doing the whatever the one's called, the Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, the Saudi Arabia ones that people really don't like because of that country and that prince and that reporter that got killed. And
I get all that. I mean, if you want to, like, I don't know. I guess I'm not politically driven on a lot of stuff. I try to keep like that kind of stuff grounded in my life, or otherwise I would stress myself out too much. Yeah. I used to be that way. Hello, Bradley. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, and Willa, this new company, what's a rumor is going to be called TKO. That's one rumor.
That
because Endeavor owns them, they're going to merge and create a new publicly sharing company.
Oh, I see.
And rumor is it's going to be one rumor I've seen, because one rumor says it's not been named yet. Another says it's being called TKO. And Vince, he's not only got that mustache, he's dyed his hair. I wonder if he's dying his eyebrows too. He looks creepy. I'm sorry.
I gotta. If I pull up Twitter, I'm just not even going to be able to pay attention to the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Um,
have the most recent one was just Damian Priest choke slamming. He goes from being his buddy, and Cody Graves has. I can't describe what he has on.
I don't know about him sometimes, but
I mean, what the hell has Corey got on? Is that cow a Dalmatian suit?
I don't know. You're making me want to pull up the show now. Oh, fire trucks. My bootleg site
I'm
hasn't
guessing
been.
it's I guess they're going for because how he kept them from using that chain last night, so they're attacking him.
Right, that makes sense. So they're building a match right now. Maybe they'll have a match tonight with Bad Bunny.
They're gonna do something. Build up. That's gonna be something they're gonna build up for Puerto Rico.
How you doing, Mike? Sorry, I missed you. Mike is asking, or Bradley is asking if we think Cody gets a rematch. Absolutely. Vince had a facelift when I worked on. He looks like Wayne Newton.
Yeah, I remember the first time I
Hello.
saw it. I think it was at Mania something, and it was like he came out and it was like, ah. Now he's got a face that would scare kids, and now he's got a face that would scare everybody.
Ella wants a full screen. if I was monetized just on that phrase in chat last night, I would have made a bunch of money. Yeah.
Well, I don't think the belts and the wrestling styles are going to change. They're going to keep it going since it's not UFC doesn't have a call. It's the parent company.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull the stream up. I know I see people popping in that are thinking we were going to do a Raw show, but I don't have a way to show that.
I wish they would show it like on the network or something.
I mean, I have a bootleg site, but it doesn't do well. It lags so much, and it gets taken down after 10 minutes, and you have to keep switching servers. So I used to do my Monday Night Raw and SmackDown watch-alongs using this bootleg site, but until I can find a better one, it's not even worth trying to show it because it's just frozen right now on Sami Zayn with the goofiest look on his face. But
I think they could if they allowed it to be also on Peacock at the same time, they probably bring in some numbers of people who maybe they don't have cable, they don't want cable, they only do streaming services.
Yeah, that's how we are. Thank you, Wheelie. I wish, with part of the Peacock having the premium live events, and then they have the library of all of the old shows. I just wish they would broadcast like next day. If they're not going to broadcast the current night Raw or the current night SmackDown, I wish they would post them the next day, but they don't even do that.
Be right back. I hear a ruckus.
I hear a ruckus. Yeah, there's a ruckus among us. I was surprised they waited till today to confirm the sale. Yeah, it's exciting. So while Echo steps away, I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about a few channels that I'm trying to get some support for. They're actually in the description of this live stream, but they are some channels. Echo Cero is one of them. He's only at 213 subscribers. Fun guy, does movie reviews, story times, live streams.
I just had to clean that mask.
Yeah, I saw you do that.
Because I was looking down and I saw how dirty it was. It's like, oh, this is from all the sweating and stuff. I gotta find a way. It's got that little foam or whatever for the sweat. I gotta find a way to replace that because it's a little disgusting.
And we got Interweb Kaiju, who was the unsung hero, the man behind the curtain last night, helping
Yeah.
clear chat. So, King
I'm looking
of the
at
Kaijus.
the at Peacock. The most recent Raw they have is from the 27th
Yeah,
of February.
yeah, they're weeks, months behind. Mr. Bones was in chat. We're very close to getting Mr. Bones to 1,000
I wonder
subscribers.
if them confirming it today. Okay, it's not finalized. I think they were saying it will be in the second part of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So
Probably got to wait till the quarter ends or something.
And if anybody has any, issue or whatever, challenges to it, so they however the business works.
Shouting out Hobbs Horror. His link is in the description of the live stream as well. And I'm throwing a curveball in here. We've got two ladies I'm shouting out promoting tonight. And one of them is Katie Popping the Popcorn. She just hit her 500
and
milestone.
she is one of 4 up for the next horror tuber.
Yes, and that's actually coming up very soon. And then this is a very, very small channel. She literally just started. I showed her cosplay pictures last night. I'll show them again. I did invite her on, but timing wasn't really working out, and I didn't message her back. But her YouTube channel is Sexy Weirdo Play. She goes by Sexy Weirdo Cosplay. She's only got 17 subscribers.
Yeah.
It says adults only because she is a little bit more adult themed. She does cosplay. This is a Halloween cosplay that she did of Chucky. She does hero, villains. This is a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Meow.
Echo's favorite, the Harley Quinn. We got Harley Quinn. But she's actually a very sweet girl. She's very nice. She actually was on my when Bailey and I cosplayed at the local convention. We met up there, and she's got her Harley hair on, and she was a witch. She said she just kind of threw something together last minute, but she's pretty well known around like the local cosplay community. So I want to help her get her YouTube channel. She's got
how many Harley Quinns did you see? Duplicates of did you see at those conventions?
A few. There's always a few, without a doubt. But because she's local, I like supporting her. That's her YouTube channel. Eventually, I'll get her on a live stream, and we'll talk to her about her other social media platforms like Instagram, Patreon. I don't know if she does Twitter or not. Maybe she does. I'm bad with Twitter. I only use Twitter to look at porn. It's like such unfiltered garbage, and I love it.
And they changed the logo to that of the Dogecoin Bitcoin logo.
They did? Do you think they got hacked? No, that they wouldn't.
No, I think they did that because they reached out to them, and some people said they reached out to them and haven't said anything, but it's right there. I was kept looking at this, even when I go and look at it, it's throwing me off.
So, yeah, it is that little dog. There must be something behind that. So I just went on to Twitter, and the first post that I look at is this girl from Brazil with her boobs and vagina out. And I love it. That's why I use Twitter. But now I got to close Twitter or I'll never get through the rest of tonight's stream.
Such lovely things you can see on Twitter.
Yeah, everything.
Darcy the Bell Girl from that show that Billy Bob does.
Yeah.
She's got some nice pictures on there.
Did you actually, speaking of her, she was at the event last night. And she posted a whole bunch of videos after the show went off the air, pictures and videos from. She must have been in one of the luxury boxes up at the top, so she had this real good view. I mean, that's like being a mile away from the. You need binoculars to be able to see.
when I went to WrestleMania 19, I was on the same level as them.
Mm,
So luckily they had a big video screen that I was hanging
yeah,
from the ceiling. So I had to do a lot of kind of like sitting there
yeah.
looking up at that because I couldn't. Otherwise, it was like trying to look down and be like, goddamn, where are my magnifying glasses?
Those floor seats are hard because even sitting down, you're lower than the ring, so you're kind of looking up. But then everybody ends up standing up anyways.
I wish I had a picture, but from where I was looking down, they could have fit quite a lot more people because there was big gaps all over the place. I don't know
Yeah,
if that picks up on camera if you watch it, but from my point of view, there were big gaps. They could have fit 1,000 or more people in there, fill those gaps up.
yeah. Interesting. So I think for me, um, I have a different take on some of the matches than I did because I actually watched them. So the Gunther McIntyre Sheamus match, I kind of poo pooed that match. I kind of was like, this is a filler match. It doesn't really matter. I didn't think they would change the title. But when I watched that, I didn't realize that that's the only belt Sheamus hasn't held. So when they were announcing that, even knowing the ending already, I kind of was like, they really kind of made it look like Sheamus might win that match. Um, so I wonder if that'll come up as a one-on-one, um, or when they go to London next. Maybe Sheamus and Gunther will become a thing.
There was something about Wikipedia in that title. They don't. Well, last I looked, they don't. Can they list who had the longest reigns?
Yeah.
So it goes number 9, number 11. They
Oh,
don't say who had the 10th longest.
maybe there's a tie there. Maybe 9 and 10 are the same. Are there two names listed by number 9?
Okay, let me looking up
There might
this.
there might be two names.
Okay, lists. Because okay, it threw me off. Let me see. It's the combined reigns. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's Shawn Michaels and Mr. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Because Gunther is only at number 19.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
at 290, he needs to get 10 more to break Jeff Jarrett's, and he has to get over at least 407 days to break Michaels and Mr. Perfect, and that would get him in the top 10.
Interesting. So Bradley's asking, I don't know if you can see it. He wants to know how long Kevin Owens and Sammy keep the tag titles. I gotta think
Um,
6 months at least. I think they gotta run that through for a while. But then I hopefully maybe they'll turn on each other. It'll be one of those deals.
they need to. I think they need to build the tag team scene a bit because it's
Yeah.
all it's. Uh, you need okay. We got New Day.
Are they in
Um,
NXT now?
I
Or
have
where have they been?
I know they went to NXT and I'm think they're back on SmackDown or something.
I don't know.
Who else?
Street Pro-
Supposedly some people have been wanting the releases and granting, so they need to build that tag team division.
I agree. But I mean you got Street Profits, so they'll be a threat, a
You got
match.
the Maximotos, Otis and
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Academy. So we'll have a couple of runs for a while. I think they keep it for a little while. I mean, it would be. I mean, they're so over right now that like they really just got to. Even if it's just fan service. I mean, Sami Zayn is popping as much as he reminds me right now. He's having his Daniel Bryan run. You know, like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
he he's had a really long career. And all of a sudden now he's like the guy. And that's what happened to Daniel Bryan.
yeah.
But at least it feels like to me they gave Sami Zayn a good story that everybody was buying into. Like with Daniel Bryan, it seemed like they were dicking him around a little bit. Maybe that was the story, was just to treat him like that. But he eventually left. So I'm guessing uh, that wasn't the case. So hopefully they just don't. Hopefully WWE doesn't like try to gimmick something with them. Like just keep them like what they're doing right now. Like they don't need to have some crazy gimmick or.
No. They've done always done good by themselves. I mean, and the fact that they, Ring of Honor, PWG, which they got the PWG gear on tonight, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, if they've been Ring of Honor tag team champions and then PWG tag team champions and WWE tag team champions, damn, that's a
See, I'm down for that. That what Wheelie Turtles is saying right there. That split the titles. I'm ready for the split.
yeah. But with Judgment Day, it looks like they're gonna have Dominique work with I'm guessing Bad Bunny now. We're
Yeah,
gonna see
that
what
makes sense.
Damian Priest and what Finn's gonna do now. I mean,
Yeah,
kind of got his butt kicked by Edge.
I would like. I wouldn't mind the Judgment Day having the belts. That's the hard part though. When you have three, that's what the problem is with New Day for me. When there was four of them, it kind of worked. When two of them were tag champs, but I don't know.
It's
But splitting the belts would make total sense.
yeah. They call it the freeboard rule.
Yeah, and that's what they did when
With the New Day.
Xavier Woods got hurt, right? And then
Yeah,
Big E came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed.
I haven't heard when he's going to be coming back, but
Yeah, I
that
haven't.
was.
It would have been nice to have had them do like a little update on him, but I mean, there's
seen more behind the scene footage of when he was put in the ambulance.
yeah,
That guy who hurt him was right there by him.
Yeah.
Was checking on him because a lot of people gave him garbage. He was there by his side.
yeah. Anytime I see any sports injury that's pretty significant, and you see the other person who didn't do it on purpose, but then like that is a guilt and a gut wrench that you carry for a long time. I mean, I don't know. Like I've never killed anyone that I can publicly talk about, and I've never. I mean, I've been in fights and stuff before, but like when you're like doing it as a profession and you put somebody out of commission, that's gotta suck.
Darren Droskoff and D'Lo Brown.
Exactly.
I guess Droz doesn't blame D'Lo. He's not blaming him, but D'Lo inside is blaming himself, and still, over 20 years later, he's probably kicking himself about that.
Yeah.
He might not admit it, but he's inside. You got to figure he's thinking, I put this guy in a wheelchair for life.
I agree. So I did this. Here's the web, or here's the YouTube channels again. We're gonna try to get a couple people. I know this is a very small stream, and everybody that's here is usually already subscribed to each of us already.
Well, that goes to the fact that this is what they do with Roman. They have the bloodlines. If you got Solo, you got the Usos, always there.
Yep. They need to. I think that hurts Roman in the long run eventually.
Yeah.
He stayed really in character during that press conference too. He was really shit talking everybody else. And you have to do that, I guess. That's what I hate about the press conferences, like press conferences for baseball and football, they're not acting a character. So but for the pro wrestling scene, it's just the only professional sport where you're not.
Yeah. And one who's really good at it is Max MJF.
Oh yeah.
He is really good at staying in character.
Yeah.
Even when doing autograph sessions, like that little kid came up to him and he stayed in character and he flipped the kid off.
Yeah.
Because that was his character.
Okay, I meant to do this because we started talking about it, and then I got sidetracked. So, yes, Professor Macabro. I did invite him, but I know he's working late, and it's probably speaking of somebody who has to stay in character. this is a link to Professor Macabro's video for his acceptance of the horror YouTuber of the month and also his nominations. And those nominations are
See, it's Nan.
Nye, Nye's Bizarre
Mhm.
Cinema, Mr. Dan and Horror,
Mhm.
Nanette's Necessities Witching Entertainment Hideout, and Katie at Popping the Popcorn.
Yep.
Tough group there. I mean, it's tough every time because we're all like, for the most part, very supportive of each other. So it's hard. Like that's the only downside of having this kind of thing. But it's just like anything else. I mean, it's like any other contest. You can only have one winner. But the benefit of this contest or this recognition is that it's good support for under 1,000 subscriber channels, and it's good exposure for people just coming new to the scene, like Professor Macabro's.
Yeah.
In for me particularly, a very new to the community channel, and I find him extraordinarily entertaining. It's one of the best. I really like when I get my Kracky channel running. I have it; it's all set up. I just have to do the videos, which I'll be doing this week. I'll be filming like a 24-hour span of me and my Kracky the Clown makeup and getting all my videos ready to go. Um, and that's going to be 100% KFAB, and that's what I love about Professor Macabro is it's not whatever his real name is. It's Professor Macabro, and I love it. Like I watch Professor Macabro's thing, and sometimes I have to do it with subtitles for I'm either at work or I'm just like not able to have the sound on. I have hearing impairment anyways too, so a lot of times I just watch everything with closed captions. But I look at him, and just his look just makes me go, like he stepped out of like an old horror sci-fi, and he's living in a compound on like a an island, and he's doing like experiments, and he's got a whole cast of characters, and I love that. I just really love it. Very entertaining. Thank you. Yeah, Rob agrees. I just think it's great. I loved he did the series. I wasn't so much into the martial arts stuff because I'm not a fan of that, but I know that is a big deal. Do you know, is he really in Mexico? Is that really, or is that just part of the shtick?
It's what he's always said. But going to what Bradley's saying again, people are saying it's UFC owns them now. It's not UFC. They're now sibling companies. And Connor was already talking about it. It's the sibling companies, and I'm sure we'll see something between the two.
crossover crossover multiverse event.
They're going. Oh, Brock. We don't gotta ask Vince's permission to use Brock anymore.
I forgot to post this picture. So for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is Professor Macabro right here on your screen, and that's my mock shift make of his thumbnail. But I just love it. I'm envious of the creativity. I struggle sometimes with the creativity. I love it.
And he's one of those guys who's so entertaining. You would think he'd have a high subscriber count, but I remember first watching it was like he was less than 100. It's like, and now he's working to 200. It's so good. It's like, well, this guy should have higher numbers.
Yeah, it's hard. Like my Kracky the Clown channel already had. I don't even know how many subscribers it is. Hold on. It has 2,868 subscribers, but that's because I'm reusing an old channel that I did before. I'm rebranding it. That's why I've done all the work for it. It's all rebranded. I deleted all the old videos. So I've already got a built-in subscriber count of 2,800 plus subscribers, And then I have my gaming channel, my YouTube channel. That's my OG channel, the JLA member channel. That one's not as big, but that has a lot of stuff already on it. That's 1.37K subscribers, but I've had that one since 2007, and I even had a channel before that deleted. So the longest running channel I have is from 2007.
Bradley, I used to watch UFC when it first was starting out during like the Kid Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock, Tank Abbott, Paul
Okay.
Vollins. That's when or Royce Gracie. That's when I used to watch UFC. I haven't watched UFC in years.
Ken Shamrock. That brings back long, crazy memories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch it. I don't have a lot because of my overnight schedule, and I know that this is going to sound like a little bit of a cop out, but I have to binge watch a lot of like the programs that I watch. And now that I am doing 3 channels, I was already like feeling like I was a little overworking the YouTube for this channel because I was trying to have a video a day, which is pretty hard. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of movies to watch to do reviews. But so there's going to be like days where there's no content on this channel because I just will be putting it on one of the other 2. So
I know. I still got to watch Rapid Grannies and make the next bad movie poll.
I'm not a big sports guy. That's why I am a fan of the WWE because it's more soap opera. It's it's a lot more drama and
the
characters.
The only storyline I don't like right now. They're doing down in NXT where they have these 2 tag teams. They got these 2 guys and these 2 girls, and they're doing like, "Does she love you or not?" type thing, and it's like they're not really wrestling. They're just doing like this soap opera type storyline of does she love you type thing. I'm like, and when I watch NXT, I can't watch that because it's like I want to watch wrestling, not teenage soap opera stuff.
Yeah, I don't like when they do these love angles in the stories. I don't. They seem pretty common.
I like the one with Kane and Lita because that was actually entertaining.
Yeah,
but like those teenage type ones, no.
Yeah. So yeah, Bianca Belair kept her title. The Edge Baylor match too. So what I caught about the Edge and the Demon was the head gash. So, and they talked about it in the press conference. So he was injured. Medical went to the side of the ring, stapled his head, and then he finished the match. So
wow.
They actually put 3 staples or something into his.
And I remember Moxley was doing an interview, and he was talking about he got hurt in a WWE match, and he went to the back, and they're like, "You feeling any pain? You feeling any pain?" He's like, "No, no, no." And then they had to put the staples in. He goes, "That's when I felt the pain,
exactly.
Not when I got the cut." It was like he was
true.
like, yeah, the Street Profits.
Good. I'm not a fan of the Street Profits. I think they're a little sloppy sometimes. I don't think they're as well oiled as they should be. Mason, hi.
They're one of those NXT things that some of them work on the main roster.
Yeah.
Some of them, like the Viking Raiders, who when they came up, they're like the Viking Experience. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did that get a lot of people going?
The Street Profits, I get their appeal. I just don't think that they're like necessarily very good. And they tried to get Montez Ford like single status for a little while, and I'm glad they gave up on that because I didn't think. I don't know. But so kind of like what Snoop Dogg did and The Miz did, they had to stay in character while Shane O'Mac was flat on his back. But Edge was that the way the camera was on Edge to keep it off of him, Baylor getting his staples, Edge had to stay like in his brood look, and he just looked really lost and confused. He went and he pulled up the ring apron and he was looking for stuff, and you know the announcers table are like trying to play up the intensity that Edge is building because he's looking for weapons, and the ref would keep coming up to him and you know giving him whatever little direction. Hey Cassie, how are you? We had streams start at the same time. I'm so sorry, but I'll probably watch you in a replay. I have you queued up. Cassie is one of my besties.
They got the fans chanting for a cameraman tonight.
Oh yeah.
Because Triple H's like, oh, he's talking about, we're gonna be the same. We're not going anywhere. Because I'm gonna think this person, that person. Stu, the cameraman. Say hi, Stu. And all of a sudden you hear the crowd. As he gets ready to talk, you hear the crowd. Stu.
That's hilarious.
I'd be like, if you were there, Jim, I want to thank Jim. And all of a sudden, 1,000 people, Jim.
Yes.
That would be a trip to be in an arena and have someone just randomly shout you out, and the thousands of people start chanting your name.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, it'd go to my head.
Mason is asking, what are we all talking about? We are kind of doing a extended recap of WrestleMania weekend. Just kind of chatting up. Pretty chill stream. I'm hoping my sister Pam either messages me or comes on. We have not seen Pam in a while. She was sick. She was in and out of the hospital.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
The grandkids are on vacation this week, so it must be spring break. So she's had her hands full. She also has her side hustle with the baking, where she makes cakes and stuff. So she sent me a picture yesterday of this big teddy bear cake that she did. It looked really like a stuffed bear on a platter. So she's been busy. So I don't know that we're gonna see her.
Have you seen those ones that will look like an actual, like a microwave or a shoe or something?
Oh yeah.
And then they cut into it. It's like, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, those are.
There was one video someone did. They had one that looked like a dog, and the dog's looking at it, and they cut into it, and you see the dog. Like, oh, don't do that to me.
I you know what I didn't load up was a picture of what I looked like in my clown makeup. Why didn't
you did a good job?
I really why didn't I do that? Let me see if
you just needed the skin tight doink costume.
Yeah. That would have been a good. I'm gonna see if I can get one real quick on let's see, attach. No. Ugh, I just sent myself an email with nothing in it. Attach, gallery, camera. Let's see. Done. Send. All right. Sorry for the delay. I'm missing chat. I love Seth Rollins and
that outfit he had on last night. I don't like some of the stuff, they got a shop for. But then you got to figure someone's got to sit there and design some of this gear and stuff. Oh boy. The person that has to design that.
So let's see if I can grab this photo real quick for anybody who may not have been in our enormous WrestleMania live stream. I went with an old school character, and I thought it would be fun to try and do Doink the Clown. That's not me. That's the actual Doink the Clown. But I... pretty close.
I think the issue is that StreamYard must be acting up on me.
Oh, yeah?
Because if you
Hey,
show
Katie.
something, I have to go look at YouTube because I'm right here, but StreamYard's not on the page. It's not showing me.
Katie from Poppin' the Popcorn is here. She is one of my featured links down in the description below. If for some reason there's anyone of the 8 people watching not subscribed to Katie, she's a wonderful girl, and she deserves some love and attention. She's super kind. Her link is down below.
If you don't, then you'll make Doink the Clown cry. You don't want to make
And
a clown cry.
and she is one of the nominees in the Professor Macabro's horror tuber video.
So
Right?
Bradley's talking about The Rock. Did you see the big news with Dwayne Johnson?
The Moana live action movie.
Yep.
I thought that I don't know if you saw the whole Disney Plus promo. Katie, you'd probably be interested in this as well. I know you're a big Disney fan like I am. Um, he did a really good, touching, like 2-minute promo for the announcement of the live action Moana with his 2 daughters on the beach in Hawaii. I thought it was good. Hopefully, he'll redeem himself from the mess he made in DC. Like he's taken a lot of heat for having tried to flex too much over there, and I don't know how much of that's true or not. I know that he was very passionate about the Black Adam movie, and maybe once it got made, it went to his head. I could see that happening. That was a labor of love. I thought I heard even, I don't know, it was on some wrestling show I was watching today that I want to say it might have even been Triple H that said it, but there has been talk of The Rock against Roman, and that they would have to have The Rock lose. So that's like,
one of the wrestlers at the NXT show was his daughter.
The Rock's daughter?
Yeah, she was in a 8-person intergender tag match.
Wait, The Rock has a daughter old enough to be wrestling right now?
His Otis is with the WWE. She's working down there. She's like Eva, something like that's her name. She's a villain.
Really?
And so she's been down there. You didn't know that?
I did not. So what would that make her, like 4th generation or 5th generation or
4th? She is his daughter from his previous marriage.
Okay.
So she's the older sister of the 2 girls.
Is she hot?
Let me see if I can find a picture of her and send it to you.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. But Katie, if you didn't see that announcement, it's a good announcement. I of all of the movies that they keep making into live action, that one kind of seems like it would work. I'm not a fan of like all these animated movies being made into live action, like The Lion King, and they call it live action when it was all CGI. But I think Moana definitely makes sense, and if they get a good cast for the other characters, I mean, obviously The Rock is going to be Maui or whatever his name is.
Well, designed to look like his grandfather, based on his grandfather, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, Katie, look it up. It's probably all over the YouTube and interwebs and all that stuff.
She calls herself Ava. What was it? Ava Rain.
Huh. Nah.
Yeah, I sent you a picture of her.
All right. I don't got no message. Where is it? Where are you sending it?
Instagram. I just sent it to you.
No, you didn't.
Oh, because it's still.
I see it. Oh no, I don't. That's loading.
Yeah.
Loading. Here we go. Sent me a message. Open up. Come on. Okay. She looks like a so.
Yeah, that's his oldest. She's been there for a while, part of it was because she had an injury at one point.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
I think she looks better without when she still has the black hair. I think she looks better than she does with the red hair.
Yeah, I'm a fan of black hair. I like redheads too, though, and I especially like dyed red hair. If it's like bright red, like Becky Lynch's red hair, sometimes she goes really like fire engine red. I like the fake hair colors.
I'm wondering what's going to be happening with her because she was part of a 4-person group called the Schism. 2 of the members just asked for and reportedly got their release. So it's like, are they going to be replaced? What's going to happen with her?
Nah, maybe they'll just be a 2-person tag.
They're like some kind of weird court type deal, creepy thing.
Huh. Interesting. Let me look at my notes here. I don't think I have a whole lot more I just don't want to not. So we did the Professor Macabre.
Yeah, even Satina Morella's daughter's down there, but she's out with an injury.
Do you use?
And William Regal's son's down there too. So they got a few, more than a few second and third and fourth generation wrestlers down there that they're working with.
Interesting. Let me ask you a quick question before I'm probably going to end the stream here in a few minutes. But do you use the community tab on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, and so when you do that, let me look at mine real quick. So the community tab, everybody has access to that now, right? You don't have to have a certain amount.
Not everybody. It seems in the U.S. they do, but in other places, because I'm hearing some people in Canada, they still have to have the 500 or whatever subs. But here in America and in some other places, no, they gave it to us already.
Interesting.
We found that out because everyone had it, and then Rob was like, "I don't got it." Someone said, "Oh no, they didn't give it to Canada."
Very interesting. Well, my question is, like, I post randomly on the community tab, and it's hit or miss. I think because you don't get a notification that somebody made a post, right?
No, usually, like if you scroll down, you'll see something, but it's not going to show you everybody's post.
So, like, when I sign into YouTube, I go right to my channel. I don't go to the home.
Oh, Rob
page.
has it now. I guess he got it at 140.
Like, I think I'm the oddball where, like, on the left side of your screen, home is the number one link there. And if you click home, it shows you everybody you're subscribed to, who's live and, what shorts are up and all that stuff. But I don't even know. And then you scroll down quite a bit, and then it's the latest YouTube posts. But I don't think there's like a lot of views. I don't know. I got to figure out.
Well, I won't check even my own community post that often. I'll have to remember. And if someone posted something on theirs, they have to go, "Hey, I posted something on my community tab. Can you please go look? I'll go check it out."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what value is that community post?
They need to advertise it more.
I wish they did a notification if you post on your community board, it should be treated by YouTube as if you just posted a video, in my opinion, so that I get notified that you made a community post, because that could be an announcement about you personally, or you canceling a stream, or something. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, if you tag people, it will.
But it only
tag.
But that's just for one person, though.
Yeah, but if someone doesn't tag you,
yeah. I mean, if you've got only 200 subscribers or 100 subscribers, what are the chances of 10 of those 100 subscribers looking at their home page of YouTube and then scrolling to where the community posts are? Like, I have, a good amount of subscribers, but I get if I'm lucky, 12 people that look at the post. And if I want to shout out like I did Professor Macabro today, 4 people looked at it. That is like what that doesn't help Professor Macabro.
I know, because again, it has to show it or tell somebody you know if you can say, hey guys, I posted like you see me like in that one. I'll do it sometimes. I'll tell people, hey, I posted a poll on my community tab, and I'll put the link for it.
I think the fix is for YouTube to send out a notification.
I completely agree because otherwise it's just like
oh well. But for the most part, 97% of me, I'm the probably one of the biggest pro YouTube supporters. YouTube gets a lot of shit and a lot of hate for taking away this or making you have to go through this or whatever else. It's free. And I know people say it's not free because you got to watch ads. We watch them on basic free television as well. It's the same.
If you got an issue with ads, pay for it.
Yeah,
it's the only way.
But we have
until then
to do this right now for free. I'm not paying YouTube to do this.
And people are like, hey, take a mind. Twitch does the same thing.
Exactly. But anyways, all right, we're going to cut it short tonight because I've got some movies to watch. I'm going to probably try to go to that bootleg wrestling channel and try to watch a very laggy rest of Raw. And Echo, thank you for coming up again. 3 nights in a row now.
Ooh.
I know. And for the 5 people left in chat, and 3 of them are me. So, because I'm running this on my other 2 channels at the same time. So there's 2 people in chat, Rob and maybe Cassie. I don't know. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to be doing live streams on this channel and JLA member channel this week, random, because I have other commitments. And thanks for stopping in, Echo.
No problem, man. Always a blast to be on a stream with you, man.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Take care, Jim.